Hello, my friends. Betty McKnit here. Day 4 of the oh my gosh, is it working? I think Instagram is working tonight. Go live. It would not let me press go live the other day. Hello, Instagram. Are you there? It looks like my face is frozen though, so we'll see what happens. Um, Welcome to day 4 of the 60 Star Blanket Crochet Along. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is awesome. I can't believe it. I figured it out. Hi, everyone. Wow, look at all the people joining. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Celeste the Bat says you're not frozen. Thank you, Celeste. Great. Oh wow. How are we? Are we live over um on YouTube? We think we have the comments turned on now. Um let's see. Is that going? I don't want, yes, it's going. So we think we have the comments turned on YouTube now. Ugh. I've been doing this for a long time, but I haven't done it in a while. So, and yeah, but I think I got it. Hello, Texas. Hi, everyone. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah. Today is day 4 of the crochet along, and I am still on my day 1, part 2 crochet of it. Of course, this is my 3rd one that I've made, so I think I'm allowed to be behind because I did all those tutorials. How are they working out for you all? Are you finding them um, easy to work on and easy to understand? And how are your blankets coming along? Oh, yes, I'm seeing your comment. Joyce says, I couldn't comment on YouTube, but Celeste the Bat in Baltimore is commenting on YouTube. So we think we have it. We think we have comments. Oh, yeah, it says top chat. So we're chatting over there, and we are. I wish there was a way I could make her a mod. We are chatting on Instagram. Hello, so many people on Instagram. Hi. Wow. How are your blankets coming, you all? Let me know where you're from and how your blankets are going and how far you are. Are you caught up? Are you behind like me? How's it going? Have you seen the other live streams? Did you like that yarn I showed off last time? I have some more yarn to show off again tonight. Yeah, if you prefer YouTube, then you can go over there and comment. I can see Facebook and YouTube comments, and Instagram. I can see your comments as well. I can see who joined over there, and I can see your comments. So wherever you're commenting, I can see you tonight. Yay! And just whatever platform you're on, just make sure you give Knitting Fever a follow, especially on their YouTube, because they are trying to build their following on YouTube. So make sure you follow them on YouTube, subscribe to their channel, and click the bell for notifications. Hello, Chesapeake, Virginia. I'm not too far from there. I'm on the Outer Banks. So did a big lightning storm just come in on you? Because it just came on in, just rolled in on me. Of course, always like right when I'm sitting down and getting ready for the live and I'm just about ready to go, all of a sudden the thunder and the lightning starts, and I have to go close all my windows. So I did that. My windows are all closed, and I have the AC on, had my windows open before. It was so nice today. Oh my gosh, the weather was insanely beautiful. Oh my heavens. I was in heaven. All All right, I'm going to swap my cameras so I can crochet. I just feel like that's a lot more interesting than watching me talk. I have this little, in face inside, but I can even turn that off because some people have said we love looking at you, but we would just rather we'd rather see all the crochet. So there we go. I'll bring it in focus. I am on, let's see, I'm on round 5 of my first repeat. And I only have 4 balls of this color left, so I think I'm only going to be doing 4 repeats anyways. And then doing my edge round. So I saw somebody online today said they were playing, they didn't call it yarn, they didn't want to call it yarn chicken, so they called it yarn roulette. And they said they ended up falling a little short of yarn. So you can do the edge round pretty much after any round. Yeah, we figured it out. It only took us to the 4th day. And not to mention all those test videos I did, about 6 of them, where I was rolling and I didn't realize it was rolling, and they had to delete them because I during those a storm rolled in and I had to go close all the windows that day too, and I was on live video and didn't know it at the time. Yep. Hello, Joe, to Joe Craft. Good to see you. If you are joining the crochet along through your local yarn store, just shout out your local yarn store as well. Tag them in the comments. So we just want to thank them all for participating and getting the yarn to everybody to work these beautiful blankets. I mean, come on. This cotton is so lovely, and I'm not a cotton girly, I'm not normally one to work with cotton, but I'm really loving it and enjoying it. The Pearly Bee Yarn Shop is here. Welcome. Finally, we're able to be on Instagram. And to me, it looks like I'm frozen over there, so I don't know what's going on. Knits and giggles. Yay, I'm so proud of myself for getting it working. Wow. Sarah, we love Mother of Yarns. There were 4 of us at the social stitch night earlier this week who were participating in the cow. I saw you all I saw your photo. That was so great. I wanted to be there so badly. Yes, I love that store as well. It's a new store in Chesapeake, Virginia, and it's just beautiful. It's so spacious. And the owner is lovely, and it's really crochet friendly. It was really nice. I went down there with my friend Alea, who goes by Cozy Crochet Co. We are internet friends and live nearby, and we've been friends for a couple of years, and so I owe her a visit. I live on the Outer Banks, and there are 2 yarn stores out here, one in Kitty Hawk and one in Nag's Head. And someday I'm gonna open another one up in the northern part of the Outer Banks, which is where I live. I think I would just do beachy summer stuff. Yeah, you all looked like you were having so much fun at Mother of Yarns. It looked like a ton of fun. And you looked like you were doing really well with your blankets. Everybody looked like they were progressing along pretty well. Does she do social stitch nights every week, or how often is she there doing? Do they have them? Yeah, that looked so fun. Really did. And what yarn are you using for yours, Sarah? She has a lot of Juniper Moon in the store. She has a lot of Juniper Moon and a lot of Noro. That was your first one. Cool, cool, cool. Queen of all stitches. I'm loving like everybody's username over here on Instagram. You crochet so smoothly. Oh, I've been doing it a long time, and the longer you do it, the more like muscle memory you develop, and then you can go faster. Also, I think that when you are crocheting, like I do, I I do a lot, I stretch my hands a lot, and I try to keep my hands really relaxed. When I crochet, I think relaxing your hands is important, and also if you when you're crocheting, like not doing a lot of wrist movement like that, but learning to like use your fingers more helps protect your wrist, and I think it also helps you go faster. I'm not creating smooth right now because the end of my hook is getting caught. I'm using 3 solid colors: ivory, kismet, and cornflower. What kind of color is the kismet? I just love a gradient, and I love this like tealy, peacocky. I love green and I love blue, and I like these greens and blues together. I don't know how else to say it. They're like they're giving like mermaid vibes and ocean vibes, dolphin. Um, and of course, I love anything beachy. Kismet is purple and lavender. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. I can just see it in my mind. I know exactly which one you're talking about. How far has everyone gotten on there? Y'all looked at like at that yarn store that you were about at the same place. Are you working together and keeping up with the days, or are you just doing your own thing? Okay, this is the round last time where I did, looks like I did a stacked single crochet for this one, and I was showing some different things to do for people who didn't want to do chain 3 and work into the chain. Looks like I did stacked single, and then you can also do, I dislike the act of doing standing double crochet. I dislike doing it when I'm in my community and I'm showing something in my membership community. Every time I do it, I go, I hate it. Because I hate doing it, but I prefer the way it looks in a project like this than the stacked single. The stacked single to me looks like there's an extra stitch there. But it's, it's no more, it sticks out no less than doing a chain three. Um, but the standing double crochet, you have to pull up the loop to about the height of a double crochet, okay? About that high. And then you have to hold it against the hook and you go around. And then pull up a loop. Just like you're doing double crochet, but this one isn't really a loop, it's just wrapped around the hook. Okay, and then you yarn over and you pull through two, and then you yarn over and you pull through two again. And then it kind of looks just like a double crochet if you do it well. Well, most of the time I don't do it well and it's loose. It's kind of tricky to do it just exactly well. It takes a little bit of practice. So what row I'm on? Round 6. But yeah, if you don't want to do that chain 3 and then work into the top of the chain 3, then you can do that instead, or you can do a stacked single crochet. Another thing you could do is chain 2 and double crochet in the same space and just ignore the chain 2 when you come back around, but I feel like that looks like there's extra stuff there that doesn't need to be there, so I almost never do that. I might do it, sometimes I do it down here, like in the beginning, so then you don't have that little space with the chain 3. But you know what I show this on day 6, when I weave in my ends, I close up that space, so you never know it's there. And I show that at the end in day 6 when I do when I show how I weave in my ends. Two, 3, 4, 5. Hi. Hello, everybody joining. Anybody have any questions about their projects? Is everyone showing off and tagging us so we can see your stuff? I know I've shared a lot of your posts to my stories. And just wherever you're coming in, make sure you follow, subscribe, click for notifications, do all the things. How did it get to be Thursday already? Can anybody tell me? I feel like it was just Monday. And now it's Thursday. And I don't feel like I've slept. And how is it the middle of May? Can anyone explain that? How is it May 15th? Good grief. This month has flown. It's nuts. It's totally bananas. I can't even. Yesterday I came home from the grocery store and there was a cat on my porch. I think I have cats living under my house. I saw one and she looked a little bit bigger, and then later I poked my head out the door to see if they were still there, and I saw a little striped kitten. Well, it looked like a kitten. I mean, it wasn't a tiny kitten, but I don't know. Maybe the cat distribution system is finally. I'm stuck at the pizza shop trying to get my order. I want to be. Give this lady her pizza. Come on, deliver it to her house. Come on, let's crochet. Crochet. Crochet is such a wonderful hobby. I love it. Man, I love a gradient. I just love the way that's. Now, it's not the best to, crochet and show something on video when it's really dark yarn, but you know what? I don't care, because this yarn, these colors are gorgeous. It's worth it. Strain your eyes a little. It won't hurt nothing. Just this one time. Hi, Nikki. Day 4, you all should be on your, 4th repeat? I looked it up before the call started. You should be on your 4th repeat. Let me see. 4th repeat of round 4 through 5th repeat of round 2. Man, I'm really behind. But I'm only doing 4 repeats because I only have 4 balls of yarn. So if you only have 4 balls of yarn, you can stop at the 4th repeat and then do the edge. You should have enough. I had a lot of yarn left over. I was surprised to hear that someone was playing yarn roulette. Yarn roulette. They didn't want to say yarn chicken. Hello. Thanks for joining. This is the 6-day Star Blanket with Juniper Moon Farm Cumulus Degradé. And this color is called Sahara Nights. I think it's, the number is 402. I don't want to say the wrong number. I'll have to check the label when I go grab another one, which I think still have quite a bit left. It's not too late to sign up if you're behind. I'm behind. I'm 3 days behind, 2 days behind everybody else. You have until June 6th to complete the blanket if you would like to jump in, and it really can be done in 6 days. We have 6 days of video for you if you're, you know, like an average crocheter, average speed crocheter, and you have about 406. Thank you, Joyce. Yes, 406 Sahara Nights. If you have, I would say 2 to 3 hours. I don't think I crocheted more than 3 hours for any of those videos. So if you have 2 to 3 hours a day to crochet, you can complete in 6 days. And you don't have to do all 6 days consecutively either. We're not doing that. We have spread it out to give people time to get caught up. I know there are some people that are done already or close to done. I am still on the day 1. But it takes, this version of the blanket takes 6 balls of Cumulus, Juniper Moon Farm Cumulus Degradé. Joyce says, I'm behind, also dealing with issues with my mom, hopefully. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wishing you and your mom all the best. Look at that gradient. Just look at it. Is that not gorgeous? It takes you on a journey, and it's a journey by the seaside. That's what I think. That's the journey. It's giving ocean vibes and dolphins playing in the surf, and moonrises, midnight and moonrises over the ocean. Hi, Erin. I'm so glad I was finally able to get all the, man, I feel like such a dork. Instagram is a little bit tricky to go live using the software that I use, though. But I got it. I figured it out. Finally. Don't forget to follow, and share all Knitting Fever's pages, especially their YouTube. I posted some yarn reviews over there. They have lots of reviews for their yarns over there. If you're interested in their yarn, they have gorgeous stuff. You have to add a stream key and go live. Yeah, it was tricky. It was tricky because I was able to have them log into my software and add their credentials, but for Instagram it wasn't enough. it was like for Instagram, I had to like give my firstborn, I had to do all this stuff to jump through all these hoops, and I had to sign in to, you know, to their account, and then sometimes it wouldn't let me. And you know, it's like it's 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Normal people are not working right now. It's just the crocheters that are working. Normal people with their 9 to 5s, they are having dinner with their families and watching their shows and getting ready for bed right now. This isn't how the real world does things. I'm not a morning person at all. This is, for me, this is like, I usually do like my group meetings and stuff in my membership. I do them at like 7 o'clock Eastern time at night. It's like a really good time for me to be working and doing my thing, crocheting with my peeps. Crochet. Crochet is taking over knitting fever. I don't know what knitting fever is, but crochet maybe is the cure. Okay, here's another little thing that I didn't put in the video, in the pattern or the tutorial, but if you don't want to do that slip stitch and then chain, and you can just join with your first single crochet and then mark it. So now I'm on round 7. But I don't like to change things a lot in my patterns. Like once I say it on a video or a tutorial, crochet is a cure for knitting fever. I just came up with that myself. I need to maybe put that on a mug. I crack myself up. I'm just sitting here alone in my house laughing at my own jokes. I don't like to change things a lot, and once I say it on a video or put it in a pattern, it's like it's there forever, and so I don't like to change it. But that's a little hack that you can do. You don't have to join on rounds 4 and 7. If you don't want to join with the slip stitch and then chain up and then single crochet in the same stitch, you can just join with a single crochet and keep going. Now if your numbers are off because you did that and I said to do it, please don't call me names on the internet. Hey Dee, have a safe trip. You got your real ID, right? I went to Chicago thinking I had real ID, but I did not have it. I don't know if I told this story on the live the other night. I did not have real ID, and I didn't realize it until I got there. People were saying, do you have a star on your driver's license? And I was like, oh, I have real ID. I have real ID. I have it. I have it. I have it. I'm not sure why I thought I had it. So I'm like, they're like, you have to have the star. You have to have the star. So I'm like, all right, let me just look at it. Let me actually look at my driver's license. And it says right on the top, not for federal identification. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get home? So I reserved a rental car because I was like, I'm driving. I guess I'm driving. But I ended up not having to drive. They let me on the plane. So Joyce says, I do have a question. When changing to a new cake, how do you end the first one? I know how to start the new one. Well, I end them and start them together. So I do show it in the video. What I do is I pull my new yarn through the last 2 unworked loops of the last stitch of the old yarn. I don't know if I'm going to get, when I get to the end of this, I'll show it, but it's really dark. So let me see if I have something else sitting around that I could show it with, because you're not going to be able to see it with this anyways. Let me get rid of that. This is how much yarn I had left over from my blanket, y'all. And people were saying they had to do yarn chicken. I can't believe it. This is how much I had left over. And this is the other one I did, how much yarn I had left over from it. Okay, so this is here we go. So let's just pretend this is a 6-day star blanket, but it's not. It's a 6-day adjacent hexagon. Okay, so let's just pretend I'm out of yarn. This is the end of my yarn, and I have to bring in a new yarn. So I don't pull through that last one. I have the old one here, and I have the new, I bring the new one in. So let's pretend this is the new one, and I pull it in, I pull it through, and then I have two tails, right? So this is my old tail, and this is my new tail. And I bring them both up and over my working yarn, and I hold it to the back. And then I keep going with my new yarn. And then I have two tails, right? Pretend this is cut. I don't want to cut it, but I have two tails, and they just stay there until I'm done. And then I weave one in. I weave them in the direction of the colors that they match. I don't know if y'all can actually see me over on Instagram, because my face looks like it's frozen to me. Yeah, you just cut it. You should be at the end of it, so you just cut it. You have and always leave 3 to 4 inches of yarn at least to weave in. And I don't tie knots at all. I always weave in my ends. The only time I tie a knot is like the person in my group the other day had they ended up needing to make a repair because their cat was chewing their blanket or something, and it pulled out, and then they ended up with 2 ends of yarn. So that and it wasn't like she was just here and it came undone here, so she could just frog back a couple rows and repair it. She was like, her blanket was, huge, and she had like a repair that she needed to make way back here. So I was like, yep, I get it. I wouldn't want to pull all that either just to fix that. But it is gonna come on, it is going to be a problem. So in that situation, I would tie a knot. But I wouldn't tie a knot unless I had to, unless I ended up with some short threads that I couldn't weave in, weren't long enough to weave in, then I would tie a knot. And then sometimes people like to make those scrap balls of yarn and tie them together with magic knots. And I just think magic knots are going to come undone. I've seen it happen so many times. And so I don't do them. But I understand why people want to make those big scrap balls and tie the knots, and so they don't have all those ends to weave in. Because when you're making a scrappy blanket and you have a billion ends, it is a pain. But I don't do it. I just weave them in. Any other questions for me? I feel like I didn't get very far tonight. Two and a half rounds. That's it. I love a gradient. So I didn't walk away from too much yarn from H&H, but the other night I showed you all the yarn that was waiting for me when I got back. And I also, Knitting Fever gave me a bag of yarn to take home too. So I'll show you all some of that. I'll show you some of it tonight, and I'll show some of it tomorrow, or not tomorrow. On day 5, whenever that is, we're more than halfway done. I mean, I'm still on day 1, but you know, we have until June 6th to complete our blankets and make all the posts. Make your posts with your hashtags, and the hashtag is JMFCAL25X McKnit, MCKNIT. And then if you tag Betty McKnit, which is me, and Juniper Moon Farm and Knitting Fever, and then we're going to, I guess, pick some people to win some stuff. You have to use Juniper Moon Farm yarn. It's complete by June 6th. Okay, let me just zoom back out a little bit here. This is like so close. What other questions do you all have, or what do you want to share? Some wins about working on your blanket. Tell me what you think. Come on now. Don't leave me hanging here. Don't make me start telling stories. I know y'all don't want to put down your crochet to type on your phone. Am I right? I hope the live is not frozen on my face the way that I see it. You love my stories. Yep. Oh, this yarn is really a dream to work with. How can you join? If you haven't joined yet, you still can join. We are making the 6-day Star Blanket. I made a special Juniper Moon Farm version for that particular yarn. And you can join by, I'll post the link. Where are you commenting? You're on Facebook. I'll grab the link for you to join. Let me see, where is it? Sign up. Here you go. Let's see if Facebook... Sometimes Facebook doesn't like it when I post tiny URLs. So there's the link to sign up. It's also in my bio if they don't like it. And then, let's see. They still, as far as I know, they still have a limited number of yarn kits for sale. And the one that I'm using is B. It's like A, B, C, D, E, F. It's like 6 different colors or something like that. And this one is B. And you can also, let's see, there are a bunch of yarn stores, local yarn stores in the US that are participating. And so I want to shout them out and say thank you to them. And I'm posting their links in the comments as well. And then I'll go back and hot link them later today. Let's see. And then if you don't have one near you, then you can go to Knitting Fever's yarn store locator, and I'm posting that. I need a mod over here so that I think, okay, if you're on YouTube, I think they're all in the description, the video, the live stream description. I could be wrong about that. Let's see, and then sign up. Let's see if Instagram will let me do it. Instagram, where did you go? Of course, Instagram doesn't hot link the links. But you can cut and paste them. Let's see, what else? Which one is that? Sign up, the store locator, and then, oh, the LYS links. I'll put them in the chat over here, see if it'll let me. And then, what else? The link to the kits. It's always great to support your local yarn store, but yeah, they do have like a limited number of kits, and the kit comes with 6 balls of the Juniper Moon, and the colors are fantastically gorgeous. They're beautiful. And then, yeah, it comes with a hard copy of the pattern, which is also free on my site, but you get the hard copy. And then also a little enamel pin from me. I have my little enamel pins in them that say "A Star is Born." They're so cute. They mail it right to you, but it's US only, unfortunately. I know I have a lot of followers in Oz, and my Aussie friends are like, we want some. I'm almost to the end of this round, and then when I get there, I'll show you all some of the yarn that they gave me at the conference. It's hard to see this dark yarn on my table. I mean, I can turn that light the other way. I don't think it helps that much. It also really hurts my eyes. I hope you all have had fun crocheting along with me tonight. I will be back next Tuesday for day 5. And we should be, if you're following along with the crochet along, you should be on your last repeat. It'd be the last few rounds of your last repeat. And then the last day is just the edge and weaving in the ends. Okay, so if you did what I did and just joined with the slip stitch, you don't have to worry about creating those extra stitches, but it is good to mark it because sometimes when I do that, I just kind of fly right past it and I don't even realize what's happening. Okay. Thank you, Celeste. Remember to stretch your hands always, every time. I got some of this one, Cumulus Stripes. It looks like, you know, very similar to what, to the Degradé. It's a number 4 weight cotton and nylon blend, 251 yards. And it looks like it has stripes instead of the gradient. I love those colors. Did he give me 2 of those? Oh no, this is something different, I can tell. Cirrus Rainbow. Ooh, look at the pinks and purples and greens. There's not enough green in the yarn world. Have you all ever noticed that? This one's number 3. It's a 3-weight cotton, 100% Mako cotton. It's got 328 yards. I wonder if I could do something with one ball. It's very soft. This one is incredibly soft. I'll show one more. I have already reviewed this on their site for them. I love yarn like this. This is like one of my favorite types of yarn. I love wool. It's a wool and acrylic blend, so it's like it's almost half and half. 53% virgin wool, which I learned when I was doing my review for this yarn. The first time means it's the first shearing and it's the softest wool. It's the softest wool. And it's self-striping and easy care. So I believe, if I remember correctly, it's a super wash, so you can wash it. Self-striping easy care, and it's ethically grown and harvested, which is really important. But number one, I love self-striping yarn. I love wool. I love yarn that's easy to care for. And I love yarn that is squishy like this. It's so squishy and soft. But check out everything I had to say about it on Knitting Fever's site. And I actually ended up knitting something with this yarn. I know y'all thought Betty McKnit only crocheted, but the knit in my name is, you know, it's for real. I knit too. I knit. I love me some nice simple knits. So I made a really simple 1x1 ribbed cowl out of this, and it's not a crazy difficult pattern. It's just a really nice simple one skein pattern that I'm gonna write up for them so someday. But it works up really nice. I love yarn that stripes itself, and look at these colors. There's my blues and greens. I love it. And I love the way that colors like this is a self-striping yarn, but the stripes aren't like predictable. They're different every time, so it's interesting and fun to work with yarn like that. I love when I'm crocheting or knitting something and the yarn is just transforming in my hands. All right, there you go. Let's see. I'll go ahead and swap this. Can I swap cameras? No, I can't swap because I'm not even in there. Okay, there we go. All right, that'll do it for tonight. Day 4. I will see you on day 5 next Tuesday. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me through socials or my online communities, the 6-Day Crochet community or the Betty McKnitiverse. And remember to like and subscribe and share all these social channels that you're watching on tonight. Bye everyone.